Good morning. I actually got the right time today. All right. Okay, so let's go over. I got really sidetracked yesterday, but it was still a productive day. So let's go ahead and go over that. If you'll notice, I didn't even end up I didn't add anything to the list. I didn't cross much off. But so basically what happened was normally I'll get like at least half of my list done before my husband wakes up. We have kind of opposite sleeping schedules, but yesterday he woke up only a few hours after I did. So then we were working on our joint project, which was planning our honeymoon. So that took up almost the entire rest of the day. So that's pretty much the only thing that was accomplished, but we actually made a lot of progress on that. So I consider the day a win. So anyway, I did not get my arm workout done. So I'm going to just go ahead and put an X through that. We did do our honeymoon planning, so that's a win. I probably should have done my vision board because I had time, at least a few hours in the morning, but I didn't. I just was like distracted, like lost in my thoughts and chilling. But it's also break, so I'm kind of trying not to be too hard on myself. So anyway, I'm going to put in X through the vision board at this point because I think at this point today's the last day, so I'm kind of like losing time to get that done before the new year. So I think I always kind of, because my system is that I will put like a check mark when I've accomplished it for the day, an arrow when I'm moving it to the next day, and an X when it's something that I should have done on the day and didn't, like a habit that I'm trying to track. And so the X's feel a little like I don't know, it just like hurts a little bit to write an X, So anyway, I'm putting X's on these at this point because I think that it's like, I'm not going to get to plan for 2026 before 2026 much longer. I've only got maybe 12 hours left that I'm free that I can do that. So that's why it's getting X's at this point. Anyway, yesterday's plan with me, that was done. That's up. So I can put a check through that. I have New Year's planning on my list, which I really didn't get to yesterday. I didn't get to working on thumbnails, so I'm going to put an X through that. I did not journal. That's the one thing that's consistent through all of these so far, is that I have not journaled. I also didn't finish putting away the Christmas things. Man, I did unload the dishwasher though yesterday. So at least there's that. But, honeymoon planning was a big thing. And so let's go ahead and focus on today. So today is Wednesday, December 31st. Cool. Let me check my rough calendar for what the original plan was today. So original plan is to get a prescription refill ordered, which doesn't make any sense for me to have put that on New Year's Eve, does it? Probably the pharmacy's not working. I don't know what to do about that. I'll write it on my list. And then I'll deal with that later. And by deal with it, I mean either request a refill or pick a new day to plan that ahead of time. Okay, today is supposed to be a digital organization day. So the plan was to go through all my files on the laptop and move anything that I'm not using anymore to like external hard drive. So I'm going to put that as my main to do is digital organization. Mexit mentioned yesterday that he wanted to go shopping, so we may go shopping today. I went ahead and put that in my top priority section. I'm not sure why I just did that. I guess I don't know why, but it's there. I guess yeah, that way I will feel accomplished after that, I think. Anyway, okay, I need to do this planning video. Cool. So that's written down. And I had watched Taylor Swift's there's like a documentary series, I think, for her tour. And I've just been curious and I'd like to watch it. So I had today marked as like the day I can do that while I organize my files. But if we're going to go shopping, I might not get to that. But I'm going to just write it in the to-dos. Okay. And I have New Year's Eve hangout because we will probably go hang out with some friends. I'll write that in my main section, my priorities section. My priorities are a little weird today. Usually I try to put exercise up there, but it's still a priority. So I'm going to write that video that I didn't get to. All right, and I'm going to add in some things that have to happen almost every day. So the dishwasher and my makeup, which I'll actually probably do twice because I did it really quickly to chat here. But then I know that I'll probably want to redo it later in the day for New Year's stuff. So I'm going to check that off the first time. Maybe I'll just write it on the list the second time. Yeah. Let me copy over things I didn't get to yesterday. So I also think the vision board, I'm going to put that in a top priority. Because it's the last day that I can do that. And I'll add journal to my to-dos. I wonder how many days of us talking like this it's going to take before I actually do some journaling. I also have a 1 line a day journal, so I do a little better job of writing in that one, but I'll go ahead and write it in my to-dos because it looks like I missed it yesterday and the day before, so I need a reminder. All right. I mean, I know it doesn't look like a lot, but I think that similar to how honeymoon planning just took up the whole day yesterday, I think that probably shopping and hanging out with friends is going to be the majority of the day today. So, yeah, I'm not going to try and go too hard. I also could probably, like, if it were up to me, I would probably spend like another full day on doing a vision board. But this is what's left. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. I will be back tomorrow. Bye.